and welcome back to
the last day
of boot camp. Woohoo! How are you guys doing? We're so excited to have you here. Lauren, it was just like, it feels like yesterday we kicked this off.
I know.
What in the world?
I don't know how it went by so fast, but it did.
So much fun.
We are in the last day of boot camp,
Woo.
y'all. Can you believe it?
I cannot believe it. The projects have been so diverse.
Yes.
So fun, and I'm obsessed.
I know. I was telling them yesterday that I was so impressed. I am so impressed with everyone who has showed up,
Yes.
showed out, but and this is what makes our instructor hearts happy,
Yes.
is that I have seen so many people
Apply
take what we
it.
teach
Ooh.
and apply it in their own way, not just
Yes.
a complete recreation. And like I said
Right.
yesterday, even if it is a complete recreation,
You're
kudos to you.
still
You did it.
crushing it.
You literally did it.
Amazing, amazing.
I'm just
amazing.
wow.
All right.
I'm wowed by you
Here-
guys.
So much fun. I love it. Here's the dealio. Today we have a lot going on.
We do.
All right. We have an amazing project marrying two techniques into one.
Yes.
We kind of saved today to be closer to intermediate. I don't want to say all the way to advanced, but we're still playing around with some new techniques.
Yes.
Some new skills for some of us.
Yes.
Some of us may have dabbled in each of these individually, maybe never married them like you're doing today.
Right.
So it's gonna be super, super fun, amazing project. You're gonna want to add this to your list. What we're also doing is we're going to announce the giveaway winner from yesterday,
Yep.
which was an amazing crafter bundle. So we'll announce that here in a moment. But Lauren, today's giveaway
Is a Cricut Maker 3.
Crazy. And
I
the
mean, y'all.
difference about today is we're giving it away to someone live at the show.
Yep.
So someone here out of the hundreds of you is going to be able to get a whole brand new Cricut Maker 3 mailed to them just for being here and participating live.
Yep.
Now, if you're here and you missed the live and you're working, I've seen that question pop up a lot. I just want to address that. Like, we all have families. A lot of people are like, why are we not doing this later? We all have families, and this is such a large production. We have to, respect all of our nannies' time and caregivers' time for our children. School times, things like that. So that's why these are during the day, and we just, have given you plenty of opportunities to win previous day giveaways. Today, we just want to, celebrate who's here live with us for boot camp. We do this every couple months or twice, 3 times a year.
Yep.
So it's super, super fun. So we love all of you, whether you're here live or the replay. Shout out to the replayers. Y'all are awesome. We love it. So good. And, all right, today's the last day to enroll.
That's it.
And grab $75 off, our lowest price of the year. You will not see this price come back for almost a year.
Yep.
Which is crazy.
Wild.
For our year membership, if you are on the fence about membership, you will want to drop your questions and let myself, my team, or fellow members answer it. Because when you use the coupon code 75OFF at checkout, and you use that coupon code Join Yearly, you're getting locked in at our lowest price, grandfathered in. We're mailing you a Craft Hack handbook.
Y'all, I don't think you understand
No.
how big this is.
No way.
That you are getting this. This is for free.
Absolutely free.
I mean, most of our friends here who have been members for years, they jumped in on membership and realized that it was worth every penny without this.
Yeah.
But the fact that we are adding this book, I mean, this is...
And the course portal.
And the course, where, just FYI, we are in the process of uploading that, but we have a video for every single hack. And there are
174. 174. Y'all.
So,
and
we're making the online version of this book. You click the number, it takes you straight to the video.
So good.
So it is taking the
team
just
optimize.
a little bit longer to optimize.
Good.
But y'all.
But it is going to be out very, very soon, and we're getting these books sent out to you right away. All right? So
I've been seeing some people in our Facebook group have been getting theirs.
I can't believe it. So this is your final chance. Tonight at midnight, this offer goes away. So if you're on the fence, I've seen a lot of people post questions. There's a lot of hype about it. I know there are many of you that need to take this offer. I want to put your name on a book today. All right, just by signing up and saying yes, you get your name on a book. I want to get your name on a book. All right, if you have questions, let us know. If you are already a member and you're like, Tanner, I want this book, Sadie's gonna drop the link. Go to makersgonnalearn.com/hacks. That gives you the opportunity to see all of our other programs. Anything over $97 qualifies you to get this book completely free. So you can buy Makers Gonna Sublimate. You can buy anything like that. Make-a-thon ticket. What comment did you want to read?
I wanted to shout out our friend.
Hey!
Your username is MS.
Woohoo!
I just enrolled. I just wanted to shout you out and welcome you because
Welcome!
I mean, well, I want to shout out everybody. If you're enrolling, drop it in the comment you're enrolling. I'm going to take time. I want to stop and I want to welcome you.
Yeah, we love that. So when you say yes to membership, y'all, it's 53 cents a day. Someone was like, oh, I replaced 2 lattes a month and it covers my membership. What? Like such a no-brainer. 53 cents a day. You're not committing to like be our best friends or marrying us, but you do get access to us. Someone commented that they were on the fence because they work full time and, you know, they told me all these, you know, thoughts. But what I want to tell you is if you work full time, if you're a busy person, who's not, number one. Number two, you are always going to be busy. Having a membership to, you know, make the projects you want to make is actually go allow you to craft faster, craft better, and craft easier.
Yes.
So a lot of people think our membership is only for people that like craft like all day.
No.
No. The average member has a family, busy, working, whether, you know, they're working in their community, they're retired, or they're working full time. All of our members, the common denominator is we're busy.
Okay, so I want us to put it into perspective right here because I truly feel like the thought of I'm too busy holds so many people back.
Yeah.
But what if I told you that if you try to teach yourself how to do one project, you're gonna spend an hour and a half to 2 hours trying to figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
What if I told you that if you took that hour and a half and took a deep dive into our Master Your 30 Days book, you're gonna know more at the end of that hour and a half than you did trying to figure out one project, and you're gonna be able to complete 10 projects instead of one in 15 minutes rather than spending hours.
So true, and it's a lot of the process for a lot of you that are here. You need a firm foundation, and that's what you get in that 30-day challenge, is you get a firm foundation to where all of our other training is gonna make way more sense, and anyone's training online. So like just by joining and being part of our community, you'll have your solid foundation, you'll get ongoing support with us. When you say yes today, you're also saying yes to over 6,000 files. Because it's 500 new ones every month, so it's super, super good. We love it.
Kelly has said, you guys have cut my crafting time in half, so I have more time to craft even though I'm a busy person.
Exactly.
It's because you can, while you're doing other things, you already know exactly what to do, so you can set it up in your head. And I'm the same way. If I know that I want to complete something, I will think about it for a day while I'm busy doing other things and kind of set up a process of how I'm going to do it. So when it comes time to get my Cricut out and do it, I know exactly what I'm doing. I know how to do it, and it's streamlined. So good.
So that's what I wanted to share. I know there was a lot of you that's been on the fence. You have again tonight at midnight. Don't walk, run over. Use the coupon code 75OFF. for off, not the 0, the O. So you lock that in. We'll put your name on a book, and we're super, super, super excited.
Also, someone made a comment, and I really think it would be fun for us to do. Somebody said, Tanner, will you please sign the book? We should just go through and like just sign a couple of them.
We will definitely be surprising.
Whoop, there you go.
Yeah, we have some really fun things coming next week, so stay tuned for next week about if you say yes today for the book. We're trying to schedule like a fun little live stream to where we're packing them and like doing it together, so it'll be super, super fun. So love it, love it, love it. Shout out to customer support for their speedy responses, y'all. Let me just go over this before we dive in. Our customer care, shout out. We love you so much. You're amazing. If you need help with your account or anything like that, me and Lauren, we don't work customer care. We don't have your account in front of us. Don't ask questions about your individual account here on the show. That is hi@makersgonnalearn.com. That'll make your experience better, your fellow crafters' experience better, and our experience better, right? So it's gonna be so good. They're waiting to serve you. Isn't that so awesome?
I know.
It's gonna be so good. So yay, love it, love it, love it. So we'll be popping in some secret surprise ones. So yay, I love it. Ruth, if you're interested in membership, click over, say yes to your membership, and then type in the coupon code 75OFF for all pricing details. All right?
Yep.
$75 off today. Okay. Before we dive into the project, we have one last thing. We have a giveaway winner.
Oh, yeah.
From yesterday.
We do.
Who is ready to see who won the Crafters Bundle? Drum roll, please. Congratulations, Brianna Oaks. Yay!
Oh, I see that now. I was looking at the one underneath it. Congratulations, Brianna.
Lauren.
I
know. You're looking at a question. I
was.
love it. So good. Congratulations, Brianna Oaks. If you will email us hi@makersgonnalearn.com with your best shipping address, we will hook you up with the Crafters Bundle giveaway from yesterday.
Yay!
Lauren, before we dive into the project, what do people need to know about this project? Now, let me just ask a question. Pause.
Okay.
Would you say this is the most complicated project of the week?
No.
No.
Does it look like the most complicated? Yes.
Okay, that's what I was feeling.
Does it look like the most complicated? It really does.
Really?
Is it? Nope.
There's two different techniques we're going through today.
There's two different materials. The
Right.
techniques are gonna be similar.
Okay.
And
To each other or just regular heat transfer vinyl?
all three.
Okay.
Or both. They are similar to each other,
Yeah.
but also very similar to heat transfer vinyl.
Okay.
The other thing that I want to let you guys know, I already saw a comment, puff scares me so much.
Puff scares me too.
Once you figure it out, puff is, I love puff.
Love it.
But I want to offer you this because not all of us have a heat press. We just don't. It's
Yeah.
not in the budget for everybody,
Yeah.
and we know and understand that. I want to let you guys know that you don't have to use puff.
Okay.
You can use regular HTV as the border
Yes.
for the outside
Love
and
it.
still get a similar look. I mean, it's not going to be raised,
Right.
but it's still going to look really, really cool, and it can be done with a mini easy press.
So good. Now, here's two things I want to shout out. Katrina just gave $30, I believe Australian. Thank you so much for our coffee run.
mean,
we are gonna be
wow.
rolling. We're gonna be rolling with the coffee treat. Thank you so much. You're amazing. And then number two, someone asked a great question.
Okay.
Are there more videos in the membership or on YouTube? Here's what I want to share about that. Some people think the YouTube channel is like all they need, which is really cute and really funny to me because if you look at our channel, aside from live streams, we don't make really in-depth projects. We teach on easy, simple tutorials. But if you are a crafter and you mean business and you want to make projects, first of all, you need to be a member to make the live stream projects, which
Yes.
is interesting.
Yes.
Number two, if you think the YouTube channel is enough, you're not really, we teach hacks and tricks and like viral Cricut videos. We don't teach projects on the YouTube channel.
We don't go back to the basics as much.
But we also don't teach advanced projects on the channel.
no, we have to keep it middle of the row for everybody.
So if you feel like you're more of an advanced user, the master classes, the advanced courses that are complimentary, the classes that you can take going deep. You know, we just did a scrapbooking class just up a couple weeks ago, teaching all about how you can scrapbook with your membership and your Cricut, which is something I know a lot of you are interested in. And the scrapbooking pages, y'all, were epic.
They were.
They were absolutely
They were.
epic. That's one advanced class I can think of. We go deep in a lot of other materials. You know, anything you all ask for, we pretty much will make a master class on. We do this
Yep.
monthly.
Yep.
So it's super fun. So there's over 60 plus advanced classes.
We did also have a friend asked if they were not in the US, if they were in the UK, can you join? Absolutely.
Woohoo!
Almost everything that we have is digital. Like,
Yeah.
actually, everything we do have, like all of the courses we offer, this book you're gonna get a digital copy of it as well.
Yeah, there's a digital copy, and this book goes into 12 different categories, so all your crafting will be, categorized for you in the book, and there's a video for every single one of them. A lot of these hacks are new, and a lot of these hacks are freshly filmed, so you haven't seen them anywhere before.
Yeah.
We have pulled some of my footage for some of them as well, so there's a great mix of new, oldies but goodies, so it's a good mixture, so sweet.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Peggy. Thank you so much for another gift. Y'all don't have to do that.
You all do not.
Y'all don't have to do that.
You all don't have to do that. We are just here for you. We are
Yes.
here to serve you guys. We
So
appreciate it so much, but y'all,
So good.
buy that coffee. Buy yourself something.
Yeah. Oh, you can always give it to us too. We'll buy coffee. We are on a caffeine kick. We have been.
I literally have a bottle of water sitting here because I realized when we sat down, I'm like, la, 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 la,
Yeah.
la, and I'm like, oh wait, I've only had caffeine all
Yeah.
day.
Now,
no water.
2 other notes before we dive in. I know we have a large group here ready to make the project. Number 1, if you've ever wanted me to be your business coach, I have a small availability for a beta program available. Sadie's go drop you that link. There's a video and an application. You'd have to take a short call with my team to see if you're a great fit, a success call. There's a few spots coming up early next week. I wanted to give you guys the opportunity. I've only invited a very small portion of our client list, so
Yeah.
thought I would mention it here on the call today. Didn't want anyone to feel left out. Number 1, and then number 2, this Sunday,
Is there something you can't miss?
cannot miss.
Go ahead and set your reminder.
8 p.m. Everybody pull out your
EST,
phone,
8
Eastern
p.m.
time.
Eastern.
Type in the notification, mark your calendar.
Be there
Be
because
there.
you can't miss this.
Period. I mean, you've got to
Point
be there.
blank, period.
Exactly. So we don't want you to miss out, all right? Go ahead, mark your calendar. It's going to be epic. We're teaching 5 secrets to frustration-free designing. A lot of people think that you need to go out and buy a new machine because Cricut's been crazy. That is not the answer.
Nope.
Everyone here, if you think I'm going to tell you to go buy a new machine, that is never the answer. I will still beat this down. Cricut is the leader in the die cutting revolution. Do not feel like you have to go buy another machine, because trying to learn a brother, trying to learn all these other machines people are trying to sell on the streets, they are not up to par. Silhouette has its own market, yes. These newer machines, no. They don't
The
have the
ones that are
education.
coming out. Who was it?
There's so many
Who
random
was it?
ones.
HTV Ront just released one.
Stop it.
I don't,
Stop it, stop it, stop it.
I know.
I'm just telling you, you're being sold that you need a new machine. That is not the answer. We are going to teach you what the answer is Sunday, and it's a lot easier, a lot better, and a lot simpler. So just please come to that class.
And it's here on YouTube.
Yeah,
So
free.
you don't have to sign up and go somewhere else. You can actually go to our channel
If you're
and
signed-
set a reminder.
And if you're on our email list or signed up for boot camp, you'll get an email
You're
reminder.
gonna get a reminder.
So just know that I'm not going to try to tell you to get a new machine. I'm going to tell you what you do need to be doing, because Design Space is so glitchy. Okay?
Yeah.
That's the real chat we're going to have. I just wanted to let y'all know. The answer is not trying to go get a new machine. I see people spending $1,000+ trying to get a new machine, and they're still not going to be able to use it because the software, these companies do not understand the amount of money it takes to make good software.
Yeah.
Period. It's starting to make me a little angry.
The software is the key.
Yeah, the software. All right, and there's software there for you, and we'll go over it. So,
Yes.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ooh,
I'm ready.
So excited.
Let's go.
So fun.
Y'all, I'm back hosting in front of the camera. Finally, I feel like I've been away for so long.
What do you mean? Were you not
this
here
is
yesterday?
the first time I have hosted this week.
Oh.
That is not normal for me.
Period.
That is not normal for me.
We're getting Lauren full on today.
You are. Normally I host at least twice.
Yeah.
It's just once this week, but that's okay.
I
We're
pulled
all
my double.
good. You pulled your double. You pulled your double. First of all, I've got both of them. Can we take a minute to appreciate this sweatshirt?
The color, the pattern, the
Everything.
green.
Everything.
Everything
about it. Let's go overhead and let's look at it close up, y'all. Look how stinking adorable. I'm obsessed with these colors. First of all, we're gonna talk about the pattern. You all get the pattern. You get it for free. as long as you've signed up, you get this pattern for free. And there are so many things you can do with this pattern. I'm obsessed with it. I think the colors are very in style. I think it's not too much. It's busy, but it's not too much. I just love it. I love everything about this. So we are going to show you how to put this monogram together. Fun fact, y'all, these are 3 separate fonts. It's not just one file. You're actually getting 3 fonts. So we are going to have to download 3 different fonts. I'm gonna show you how to do that. Do not worry. And then we're gonna talk about how we get this outline, working with Puff, how you can do this without Puff. Now, I am gonna be doing it with Puff today, but I do wanna walk you guys through. I mean, it's gonna be the same process if you don't have Puff. So yeah, I think today is going to be so much fun. I'm going to make sure that you guys walk away from this class feeling accomplished, like you can accomplish this design, because really it is so easy, okay? This is just an initial. Couldn't tell you whose initials it is.
It's somebody really important.
Yeah, somebody really important.
Yeah.
We're gonna call Emily Danielle Maxey. I don't know. Anyway, this is an initial, so how this is set up, you are going to do your last name, and I'll do it with my initials today, not a big deal. So you would do your last name in the middle. This is how a typical monogram is set up. If it is set up like this style monogram is typically set up. The biggest letter is your last name. The letter on the left side is going to be your first name, and the letter on the right side is going to be your middle name, okay?
Yes.
So it should go first name, middle name, last name.
Now, what I want to say is that we have a really unique way of doing monograms here that is not using like a monogram maker. We have actually developed a process with fonts that you'll be able to use monograms, which is really fun. And in my opinion, you get better quality monograms than, for example, the Cricut monogram maker, which doesn't do near this sophistication. So
yes,
just be aware of that.
So one other thing that, you know, this style may not be for everyone. If we're being completely honest, I love a good monogram, but like right now it's not fitting my vibe, but
yeah,
you can take the techniques that we are teaching you today and put it on so
Y'all could do
many
a
different
word,
things.
you could do a word,
Yes.
you could do, and then what I would do
You could do a shape with the pattern.
Yes, what I would do here is if you're like, I'm not in my monogram mood, like you could take, like, people love saying like the word like era, like my mom era, my auntie era.
Yes.
Pick a maker's gonna learn really chunky font.
Yes.
And we could look at some of those too.
Absolutely.
And do that, all right? So don't feel like you have to do a monogram. This is the technique, and we're just showing you features with a monogram. So
Yes.
just be aware.
Yes.
Love it, love it,
So
love it.
first thing I want to do is we're gonna hop over to our share screen, and we are going to go to the supply list. Now, if you, let's just say today is the first day that you've been able to join us for boot camp, and you're thinking, Lauren, where do I find these files and fonts? If you will click the link that Sadie is going to drop, we are giving away all of these files and fonts that we have used this week. So if you click on that link, give us your email, you can get this amazing shadow box file for free. You can get this font that we used here. I think we might have used some other ones. You can get all of the birth flowers, the fonts that we used for this one. We even threw in, sorry if you don't approve, but we approved it yesterday. We threw in a sketch font for this one because we added a little sketch font, like a little saying on the back. Because, you know, we're all
Lauren,
in the mood
you
to
weren't
give.
here day 2. Did you know that somebody approved all 12 different flowers? Like, who approved that? You know, 12 designs. I got on this show and I looked up and I was like, since when are we giving away the kitchen sink?
I mean, we're trying to love on everybody.
I
We
love
just want to
it.
make sure that everyone here feels the love.
Yeah.
So we're just, you know, we were
Yep.
feeling froggy.
So good.
So how you're going to get these files, once again, give us your give us your email from that link. We're gonna send you the link to this page, and how you're gonna get those files is at the very top. Look, there's even some graphics that go along with it. All you have to do is, we are going to, right here, there it is. Click this little pink box here. It's going to download the zip file. You're going to double click that zip file. What it's gonna do, it's gonna open up in a folder like this, okay? You're going to double click that folder, and then we even have it separated. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. I mean, it's that simple. Today we are doing day 5 project, so we're gonna double click day 5 and open that up. Now you can see we have our pattern, which is a PNG file, and then we have all 3 of these fonts. So you have your scallop monogram center, you have your left, and you have your right. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna double click the middle. We are going to install that onto our computer, okay? Then we're gonna go back to our Finder. We're gonna double click the left side, install, back here, double click the right side, and install, okay? So now we have downloaded. Now, one thing I wanna make clear, if you're working on a Mac, it's gonna be very similar to this. You're gonna find it in what we call our font book. If you are on PC, it is going to be called your character map.
Yes.
Okay? Same thing, 2 different names. That's it. So once you have done that, we're gonna go back to Cricut Design Space. We're gonna cancel this cut, cancel. We are gonna go to My Stuff, and we are going to find our project. I had to think there for a minute. We're gonna replace this. Okay, so now we have our project pulled up. One thing I want to make sure you guys know and understand is once you have downloaded a font, okay, I'm gonna try to go as slow as possible because I know we have a lot of friends on here. Once you have downloaded your font onto your computer, if you have already opened up Cricut Design Space, you must go to View and reload Cricut Design Space. What that is going to do is it is then going to recognize all of the new fonts that you have downloaded on your computer, and it is going to put it into going to load it into the program, the Cricut Design Space program, okay?
Yes.
So if you are working on something, you need to make sure that you save your project before you reload, because if you don't, you are going to lose it.
Love it.
Okay.
Also, I just want to welcome all the new members. I've seen lots and lots of people climbing in, saying yes, jumping over the fence before time is too late. If you've been waiting, if you've thought about it.
Welcome, Rosie.
Welcome. Yes,
I did miss that one.
Rosemary. Yes, welcome. I've just seen some people on the back end. There's so many. So welcome, you guys. We're so excited for you. It's really, really awesome. So don't run over there, complete your registration, become a member, let us know today. So exciting. Someone did ask about my business coaching. Y'all, this is the highest level of support you'll ever get from me. It has been in beta since October.
Yeah.
And we are fine-tuning, teaching people how to make money with their knowledge, okay?
Yes.
I currently have a roster of clients that is a breastfeeding consultant, someone that coaches autism parents, a creativity coach. There's a couple people that actually want to teach their crafts, which I am an expert in. So if you're interested, go ahead and book your free call. These spots are very limited. And I just want to let you guys know, we are not accepting everyone. There's I think their percentage is 20 to 30% of people who get on the phone and talk to our team get invited to join. And this is the highest tier of coaching available. This is a 4-figure investment. So just be ready for that. I promise you, me and my team will over deliver, just like we do at Makers, inside this program called Less Hustle, More Profit, where I teach you how I've built what we do here. And it's kind of a little behind the scenes, and I have a lot of curriculum, super good. Again, it's in beta, so you're getting it for a steal, but it's coming out of beta soon. So right now you get the best of both worlds. You get the coaching, you get the lower price, and you get the curriculum and software. So anyway, they'll explain to you on the call if you're right fit. So just wanted to answer that.
Beautiful.
Saw a few questions.
Okay, so I have reloaded Design Space now. What we're gonna start doing is we're gonna start building our monogram, okay? So the first thing that I lied. We're gonna go back to our Finder real quick. We're going to upload first, and because I did see someone ask this question, I want to make sure that I answer it. Yes, we are uploading the pattern as a print and cut or a PNG, a portable network graphic, okay? So we're gonna go to upload on the left-hand side of your toolbar over here at the bottom. You're gonna see upload. You're gonna go to upload image. Now, what I'm going to do, you can browse if you want to. Personally, I like to bring my Finder back into view right here, and I like to grab this, and this is just because I already have all of this pulled up on my Finder where I need it, okay? So I like to highlight my PNG or my floral pattern that I have here, and we're gonna drag, and do you see how that turns green? I take it away, it's not green. I put it over, it's green. Ooh. Green is a go, so we're gonna let it go. Now, it says that the image is very large, so it may take it a few minutes. However, once we have done that, we do want to use complex. The reason being is because this is a very detailed image and we want to make sure that it has all of the detail and we can't miss it, okay? Trish asks, can we use pattern HTV? Trish, absolutely. If you do not have printable HTV, 100%. Use pattern HTV. That is an amazing workaround. And I mean, you're sharing what you're coming up with our friends here. I love that. I love you all sharing your ideas because like I said before we got started, there are so many workarounds to what we are doing and you can still recreate this in your own way. I just want you guys to learn the basics of what we're teaching. Okay?
Love it.
So we're using complex image. We're gonna go to continue. We are applying continue. We don't need to do anything there. We don't want the cut image because the cut image is just gonna give us a big old square, okay? Don't need the big old square. We want the print and cut image, so we're gonna select that, upload that to our canvas, and then once that is uploaded, once again, you all know Cricut's been a little funny here recently. It may take it a few minutes, but once that is uploaded, we're just going to select that and add it to our canvas, okay?
Love it.
So, comes in pretty large. We're just gonna size it down just a little bit. We'll size it down a little bit more right now, and we're just gonna keep that right here on the side, okay? So we have downloaded the 3 fonts that we need, our left, middle, and right, and we have downloaded and added to our canvas the print that we are using. Once again, if this print is not for you and you are a Makers Gonna Learn member, we have so many cute patterns and prints that you can choose from.
Woohoo.
So once you have done all of that, what we are going to do now is grab a text box, okay? So, whoop, pull it over here where we can see it. Once we have grabbed our text box, we are going to change our font. We are gonna go over to System Fonts, and we are going to type in, look, there it is, 2-letter circle left, 2-letter circle right, and I don't know where the middle is.
Mark's asking, do we have a more masculine pattern? Yeah, Mark, check the website. There's a lot of patterns over there that you can play around with. Do not feel like you have to use the floral one.
No, you do not have to use the floral one. Let's just go here right now. And I just wanna show you guys, and this is for if you aren't a member and you're thinking, I don't know, let's go to our cut files, and all you have to do once you go to cut files, let's just type in pattern. Literally, we're just gonna type in pattern.
So good.
And we have all kinds of patterns that you can find here. We have seasonal ones, we have other ones, we have swatches, we even have a section. If pattern is not in the name, we can even go to the category and we can scroll down to pattern here in our category. And I don't know why the paper dolls come up.
You just never know sometimes. We've been working on our search functionality so much.
We have been working on our search, but we have plenty of other patterns.
Yes.
And a little secret for those that have Maker's gonna sublimate.
Ooh.
We have even more patterns in the sublimation course
Y'all.
that you can still use for this.
Yes,
Okay?
I love that.
So, now we're gonna go back, sorry for the side tangent, we're gonna go back to building our monogram. I don't want to get too far off task.
Catherine, if you are having trouble finding these beautiful free files, my dear friend Sadie is going to drop you the bootcamp link. Click that bootcamp link with the little camping tent, drop you an email, and then boom, you're going to be emailed your amazing supply list. What? You're going to have all of these files.
Wow.
There's like probably 40 files between files and fonts because our team just has been going overboard.
Yep. So what I just did, back to share screen, what I just did is I selected the circle left. So we're starting from the left side and then we're gonna move to the right side, okay? So circle left, and here it is. We're just gonna type in the letter L. Now, it's very small right now, guys. No fears. We're gonna size them all together in just a minute, okay? That way they're all the same size. So we have our L. Is that the scallop? That's not the scallop.
What is it?
Hold on.
Are you
That's not the scallop. Nope, circle left. Let's just type in scallop.
Yes.
I thought it was scallop. I couldn't really see it from where I was.
Right.
There it is.
Right.
Scallop, monogram, left. That's what I needed. Although that L looks very dumb.
Why don't we use like Meredith or Sarah's monogram?
Let's see what an S looks like.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
S
Can we
looks
talk
good.
about that? Let's zoom into that real quick and let's have a conversation. Because like, what you want to look for, in my opinion, if you're, a lot of people love to ask questions about like, what if I don't have a middle name? Personally, if I do not have a full monogram, which is 3, first, middle, last, I would not do this project. Right?
Yeah.
Or you could do first and last name. It's just gonna look a lot different, and you just have to be okay with it and just like own that. If I only had 2 letters, I would probably just use a regular font. All right.
Yeah.
And some names just won't look good in a monogram.
And some names don't look good in certain things. Like, we'll go back and look at that L. Like, let me delete that S. That looks dumb to me.
That looks like a shape that is not fully filled in. That I would never.
I would never do my monogram in that.
But I also wouldn't even consider that a letter.
No, that's not a letter. I mean,
right.
now I would have to pick a different monogram font from our website.
Yes.
So, I mean, you
Yes.
just have to play around with it.
Exactly.
Tanya, we do have monogram letters without the scallop. We use the scallop for this project, so that's what we gave you guys for free. If you remember, we have plenty of monogram fonts on our
So
website.
good.
Okay? But like, let's see, random H. Yeah. No. I mean, S looks really good.
Love it.
Okay, so we're gonna go with Sarah's monogram today. So we have the left side, and we've got the S here. I don't know why this bounding box is so large, but it is getting on my nerves.
Right.
Anyway, now we're gonna go back, grab another text box. No, what is that?
Is it trying to paste? Sometimes the computer, this is not Cricut's fault, it's just our computer, just to let everyone know.
What is going on?
Sometimes, we're getting the spinning wheel of death. Welcome to the show, almost 700 people. Spinning wheel of death.
You're kidding me, right?
You see the spinning wheel of death?
I see
I
it.
see the spinning wheel of death. There's no kidding here, but we do have, let's take a moment to thank 638 beautiful souls being here live at the Makers Gonna Learn Studios. Hello, thank you for being here for boot camp.
Okay, there it went away.
Woohoo!
Yes. I'm gonna grab this text box, bring it over here, make it larger.
Yes.
Now we're gonna go back to the middle. We need this scalloped monogram center font, and we're gonna go with M. The M looks good. I like the M.
Love it.
Love the M. Love the M. Okay? So we're building, we're going, we're going. See? Beautiful. Okay? So now we have to have our right side. So we're gonna grab our text box again. I'm going to pull it over here, make it a little larger so you guys can see. Go to our fonts, and now we need this scallop monogram right. Click that.
Yes.
Beautiful. And then we're gonna type in our G.
Love it. Now this
Hers
is a
looks so
really good
good.
monogram. So this is Lauren's sister.
This is for my little sister, Sarah Grace.
Yes.
So her monogram always looks good.
Always.
Literally in anything,
Yeah.
hers always looks good.
Yeah, and it's just her letters are full. She has a lot of, it's even. The M really balances it. What a great last name, McCoy.
I mean, you can't beat it.
The S and the G are even too. I mean, there's a lot of benefits to this name, y'all.
A lot of benefits. So we're gonna zoom in because I want to show you guys what I like to do to make sure that they're even. Okay. I want to grab the G, so I have the G selected over here. Deborah says my D is in mirror image. Why is that? It might be because, so let's do this. G, that looks the same. Oh, it is backwards. Huh.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll look into it. So sorry about that.
We'll look into it. We'll look into that. Okay, so back to what we're doing. We want to make sure that these two are the same size, okay? So this one, if you look at your font size, this one says 299.08. So we're gonna change this one to 299 as well, and make sure that they are the same size on both sides. Now it looks like after doing that, the M needs to be just a smidgen larger. However, before I do that, what I want to do is I want to make sure the G is selected, okay? G is selected. Come down here to the first one, our one on the left, so it would be the S for us. I'm going to make sure those are both selected so you can see I have my S selected and my G. Now it looks like if you're looking on the canvas, it looks like the M is selected as well. Y'all, it is not. I highly suggest to start working from your layers panel for stuff like this, okay? I love working from here because it allows me to choose things, but like not accidentally click on something else that I don't want to move. So with your first letter and your last letter selected, we're gonna come up here to align and we are going to center them vertically. Do you all see what that just did? Let's go back. You can't really tell it, like it looks pretty good if you're just looking at it, if you're eyeballing it right here, but selecting the G, coming down here to the S, holding our shift key down, selecting the S. Once again, still looks fairly even, okay? But we need to go to align and center them vertically. Did you all see how that one little movement made it so much better? So while they are both selected, okay, keep those both selected. Do not click anything else. I want to come down here and I want to come down here and I want to attach them together.
Love it.
Now my S and my G.
Real quick, let's take a little simple training real quick. Lauren, why did you attach versus all the other functions?
Right now, the reason that I attached is because, you know what? I couldn't tell you why. Because
well, the way I always look at it is the reason I attach versus any other function is because they're not touching.
Right.
And it's always undoable. It's a paper clip,
yes,
so you can always undo it. You can always play around with it more, and none of it's overlapping.
What just happened?
Lauren, we just bless and anoint this computer. Amen. Guys, we can't make this up. Okay, never mind. It's back.
Okay.
I don't know what happened.
Okay, anyway. So I have attached those two. Now, I want to make my M larger because it is not big enough right now. So I do want it to stand out. Now what I'm gonna do, I've made it larger. Just a little bit more, I think. Up, that's a little too much. Bring it back down. Now what I want to do is I want to drag and select all of that, okay? And actually it looks pretty centered. I'm just gonna leave it. Here we go.
Love it.
Here it is. This is, I'm gonna drag and drop and I'm gonna attach them all together, okay? So now all our letters.
Y'all are laughing that I bless the computer, but half the time I pray before the live streams. Y'all don't even know. The devil is not playing with the church's money today, y'all. The devil knows it's the last day of boot camp, and we are not going to let Design Space act up. No. You hear me?
Not happening.
Not happening here.
Okay. So now what you're going to want to do is you are going to want to size your monogram to fit within your pattern. Okay, size your monogram to fit within your pattern.
Yes.
Our next step is selecting our pattern and selecting our letters. Can't do that. Just kidding.
Uh-oh.
Just kidding. We're gonna go back and we're gonna detach these. Do you wanna know why we're gonna detach these?
I do, tell us.
Okay. So the reason we are detaching them now that we have them placed where we want them is because we can only slice one layer at a time.
Now, Lauren.
Let me repeat that.
Phone a friend.
Phone a friend. Two layers at a time. I said one, 2 layers at a time.
Right. If we welded this together, could we slice it all out at once?
If you weld it together, yes. But the problem with welding, it's not a problem. Let's talk about, it's not a problem. Welding, you can't undo.
Yeah.
After you have gone out of Design Space, you cannot undo a weld. I like to be able to have an option to undo something if I want to change it. Okay?
Yes, I agree.
So that's why I'm not gonna weld it. Another reason I'm not going to weld it. And another reason why I'm going to do these individual letters, I'm going to slice each individual letter, is because in our supply list, we linked the Caesar DTV that is the tabloid size. So it's like 11 by 16. This is not as easily accessible to everyone.
Yes.
And it's a little bit more expensive.
Right.
Okay, so I want to make sure that you guys have the option to print the letters on the 8.5 by 11.
Love it.
Because it's a lot more accessible. Most printable HTVs, even if you don't get the Caesar brand and you get a different printable HTV, most of them are gonna come in at 8.5 by 11. So I wanted to give you guys the option to make this as large as you want and have the right materials.
Amazing.
Okay, so stick with me. We have had some friends that said, you not? You absolutely can you not, and slice it together. But we're gonna do each individual letter. That way we can, at the end of this, I can print my S as big as I want on one sheet. Then I'm gonna print my M on another sheet. And then I'm gonna print my G and we're going to assemble it all together because let's be honest, I think I looked and I'm wanting to say like, and you can look at the supply list, the one that was linked, I'm wanting to say you can get like, it's like 10 sheets for like 30 bucks.
Yeah.
Like it's not cheap.
Yeah.
It really isn't. And so I wanted to make sure that you all had options.
Love
and
it.
everything was available to all of our friends here, okay? So let's talk about slice because we're going to have to slice these letters into this pattern. I love using this analogy. And so if you are off doing something else, I want you to come back to me because we're gonna talk about slice and how slice works and why we can only slice 2 layers at a time. So I want you guys, let's go to our share screen. I want you guys to think of this pattern right here. We're making cookies, okay? We're making cookies today, and this pattern is our cookie dough. The pattern is our cookie dough. We can only take this G, we're gonna think of this G as a cookie cutter, okay? So we can only take this, use 1 cookie cutter at a time. We can't use all 3 cookie cutters at the same time. So we can take, we're gonna start with our first cookie cutter, which is our G, and we're going to select our pattern, which is our cookie dough, and we're gonna slice that out. Now, where did my S and my M go? Don't worry guys, it's still there, I promise. Okay? So, still working from our layers panel, guys, because my layers panel, I'm gonna say it once and I'm gonna say it again. My layers panel is my favorite place to work.
Yes.
We're gonna go to our middle letter, which is our M. We're gonna select our cookie cutter M. We're gonna come back up here with our shift key, press down. We're gonna select our cookie dough again, our pattern. And we're gonna come down here, we're gonna slice. Oh, okay. Still not seeing it. But you can see right here, we've got our M cut out too.
Yay, okay.
So last one, we're gonna select our last cookie cutter, which is our S. You can see the bounding box, it's still there, it's not gone anywhere, it's just behind our cookie dough. And we're gonna select our cookie dough again, which is our pattern. With your shift key held down, we're selecting it on our layers panel. We're coming back down here to the bottom and we're selecting slice.
Love it.
Now, it looks like, okay, Lauren, nothing's changed. Give me 2 seconds. With this slice result selected, I'm going to delete. Oh wait, there it is. But we still have our gray layers or our original cookie cutters that we had. We're just gonna go ahead and delete those out too. And then you can see the G go away and give us our pattern G.
So
Look
fun.
at that.
Looks amazing.
Look at that.
Looks amazing.
So now what we're gonna do, we're not done just yet. We are going to select all of these. Now if you didn't want to have a border, let's go overhead. Let's say you just wanted to do something with a pattern and you don't want this border, you can be done on what we just did. But if you want a border on your letters, here's what you need to do. Back to Design Space. We are going to put an offset on all of our letters. So we're going to select them all, okay? Select all of our letters.
It looks so good, by the way. This pattern is popping off.
I know, I know. So with all of our letters selected, we're gonna go to offset, and you are going to put an offset. Now, you can put as large or as small of an offset as you like. I suggest pretty small, so it's on each individual letter. Now, you can play around with it if you want. Let's just go with a 0.1, because I think a 0.1, none of them are touching. I feel like it's a good medium. So once you have your sweet spot with your offset, we are going to select apply. Beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful.
That was so easy.
It is.
Wow.
There's still one more step.
Only
Okay.
one?
The same step repeated.
Okay.
The same step repeated.
Okay, we'll take it.
So what we're going to do now, because I want to move this out of the way and then I'm going to move it back. If you are doing puff vinyl, let's talk about this. If you're doing puff vinyl, clearly you can't have all of this behind it. Now, if you want to do regular vinyl, you can actually layer printable HTV on top of regular heat transfer vinyl. So you could leave it exactly like this and just print each letter and lay it on top. Would be fine. However, with puff vinyl, if you have this center, then we'll go overhead, then this right here would be puffed up and it would look terrible.
Right.
So what we have to do, back in Design Space, we're gonna move this guy. Actually, I'm just gonna go to undo so I know that it gets exactly where it should be. Beautiful.
People cannot believe how good the pattern. Everybody was like against the pattern, then they see this and they're like, okay, I really like the pattern.
Okay,
now.
I might like it. Yes. Okay,
Oh.
so if you're going to use the puff, you have to slice out the middle part so that it's not there, okay? So what I mean by that is we have to take our offset, and once again, with each of these individual layers, we have to offset is gonna be our cookie dough this time, okay? And then we're gonna start with our G and slice.
Now, if you're like, Tanner, this is a little much, here's what I wanna remind you. Watch the first time, and then you can watch a second time and then take action.
Yes.
So anytime when you make the project, watch this training again. It is gonna be on the YouTube channel forever. If you are not a member, you'll have to join to get these files after boot camp ends today. They're not free. So if you're watching like a year from now, hi, join, we'd love to have you. So good, but yeah, if you're a member, you're gonna watch this forever.
Yep. So we've sliced the G, so we're gonna grab our cookie dough again, which is the black layer or our offset layer. And did you guys know that you can rename these layers if you start getting confused? Look, all you have to do is double click that, and we're gonna call this puff layer. This is gonna be our puff layer.
So our team looked further into that D issue. It's the way the D was set up, because a D is usually rounded on the left side, or rounded on the right side. It's just how it was set up. Like, that's how the D looks. So I think the D on the left side, just as a follow-up for earlier, that's just a great example of why we wouldn't use a D if that's your first initial, all right? Because you can see, like, it doesn't look great.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, oh no. Come on. Are you serious?
It'll come back.
Are you serial right now? Okay, so we're gonna take our puff layer again, although you literally can't see it.
Design space, why are you doing this to us? Dear Lord, bless the design space.
We've done our G, let's do, oh, there it goes.
It's
okay,
back.
It's back. We're gonna do, so we have our puff layer selected with our M, slice.
People's minds are blown.
Now, once you slice, can I remind you, it is then going to turn into a slice result. So it's going to rename itself as slice result. So if you plan on slicing something, I wouldn't necessarily rename it, because you're gonna have to rename it every single time.
Right.
But anyway, so let's just go ahead and get rid of our, or let's just keep going. So we have our cookie dough selected, and we're gonna come down here to our S, that's our last letter, select it, slice it.
So good.
Okay, so now all we have to do is get rid of that black letter, the black M, and the black G. Select this, we'll rename this our puff layer. And I can select it. And look, guys, look at that.
Love it.
It's all done.
So that's our puff layer, yay.
Look how amazing. So this is gonna be our puff layer, remind you. So this one, we are keeping it together. The reason that we're keeping this one together is because puff comes in 12 by 12, 12 by 24. It's large enough that when you purchase puff, it can stay the same.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's the printable HTV that a lot of times just comes in the 8.5 by 11. So I wanted to make sure that we all could do this project together.
Yes,
okay?
So good.
So the last thing you're gonna wanna do is we're gonna move our puff back over here, our puff layer back over, center it on our design.
Beautiful.
Okay? And we are going to size it.
Lauren, people are obsessed with this training, by the way. Just to let you know, like,
Good.
people are vibing.
Good. It's my inner teacher coming out. I can't help it. So we're going to size, see about how big we can make our design. So if you're working with, it has to be 11.5 if you've got 12 by 12 puff, because as most of you guys know, yes, there is the Cricut mats are 12 by 12, 12 by 24. However, you do have to have that 1/2 inch as a kind of buffer zone. So it can only be 11.5 inches in width. Okay, so we're gonna go back to design space. So right now we're sitting at about a 7 by 7. So we're gonna make sure that all layers are selected so you can drag and drop. You can also see over here on our layers panel that all 4 layers that we need are selected.
Love
okay?
it.
Now what we're gonna do, we're just gonna size it. And I am pretty zoomed in, so let me zoom out just a little bit.
So fun.
But one other thing that you do have to be aware of is the center letter. The center letter does have to remain under 11 inches, okay? So
Smart.
our M, we're still looking at 9.5. So we're actually good. Not a problem there. I don't know why this, we do have to change our puff layer. If you look at, once again, I'm preaching the layers panel today, guys. Because, did you guys notice our little red exclamation mark right here? Mm-hmm. What that means is that there's something wrong. And I found out, if you look, it says print and cut. Guys, that we're not doing our puff is not going to be print and cut. So we need to come over here to our operations and change it to basic cut.
So good. I just
That's simple.
I just want to welcome Margie57, just signed up for my first membership. Woohoo! How many other people, here's the question, how many other people are going to bet on themselves and say yes to a year membership today so I can give you a free Craft Hack handbook mailed to your door and you get a year of crafting with your Makers Learn family? What? 53 cents a day. Use the coupon code 75OFF. This offer ends tonight at midnight, y'all, and I don't want you to miss out because there's going to be people tomorrow morning wishing that they would have taken it, but you have the opportunity right now to click over, register, and let us know in the chat, okay?
Okay.
Love it.
Now, looking at the M, we're sitting at 3 1/4 by close to 10. That's about as big as you're going to get. You're not going to get any bigger to fit on an 8.5 by 11 piece of printable HTV, okay? That's all you're gonna do. So I'm gonna hide my other initial. And once you have sized it, you're ready to go. We're ready to start making. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna click Make It. What this is going to do is it's going to put each, actually look, our S and our G, you don't even have to have 3 sheets of 8.5 by 11, only 2.
Amazing. And Mary, you can totally renew now and add it, so it's so good.
And this went to a 12 by 24 for some reason. We're just gonna put it on a 12 by 12. Okay, so we're gonna go back to our first letter. And from there, we are going to put our DTV in our printer. Now, it prints, if you've ever worked with printable vinyl, or this is the Caesar DTV. We truly do love this. It's very thin. If you work with printable HTV, whether it's Caesar DTV or any other brand, you do have to have heat transfer tape. Now, I know that we had this issue the other day. Come back to one. The only time, or I'm not gonna say the only time, but the majority of the time, you're only gonna need heat transfer masking tape like this is when you work with a printable material. Guys, because it prints on this side, so there is no built-in carrier sheet. So you have to have your own. Now, if you're working with regular HTV has a built-in carrier sheet. So you don't have to have this for regular HTV, okay? I'm not gonna have to use this for puff because it already has its own carrier sheet. It's just for printable materials.
So good.
So, just wanted to clear that up for everybody.
Amazing.
What I'm doing now, turn on my printer, and I'm going to put both of my sheets. I like putting it in my rear tray. If you don't have a rear tray on your printer, you can put it in the bottom tray. Just remember, if you put it on the bottom tray, it needs to be, most printers do it face down because it pulls it up through the printer, and it's like here, and pulls it this way and prints.
Now, Lauren, Bethany asked, so is DTV just printable heat transfer vinyl?
Yes, DTV, I don't know where the D came from.
Okay.
I don't know what
either.
the D stands for. I just know that it's printable heat transfer vinyl.
Yeah,
So
I don't know. I feel like that product came out right as like DTF came out.
Well,
and
okay,
it's like
so
confusing to me.
So DTF
Is a
has
whole
been
other
around.
world. But it just just entered our world
It entered
last summer.
Yes, it entered the hobbyist craft world.
Yes.
I guess you could say.
Oh, people
The
are saying
sublimation.
direct to vinyl. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I guess it is direct to vinyl.
Love it.
But anyway, DTF is different than DTV.
Love
It's
it.
just a printable heat transfer vinyl.
Oh, people are saying direct to vinyl print. Okay, that makes more sense. It's a
Direct to
print.
vinyl print. Yeah.
Sure. We're printing directly on the vinyl.
Yes.
That goes on the shirt.
Yes.
Or the fabric.
But I can also see where people can get confused.
Yeah.
Yes, DTF uses a powder.
Yeah.
We're not even, I'm not going to even talk about it.
We could have a whole boot camp just about DTF. So we're focused on DTV.
Yes, this is for an inkjet printer. Let's be clear, inkjet printer. Our favorite is the Canon. Honestly, the Pixma line is going to give you the best results in my opinion. The Pixma line of inkjet printers is made to like print professional pictures at home. It's not like truly professional, but it's going to be the most professional that you can get printer-wise, like for pictures and things like that at home. So I don't think you can go wrong with any Canon Pixma inkjet printer. We are using the TS9500 today. It is a larger printer, but you can get some of the Canon Pixma printers pretty cheap. We have another one out there. It's the TS8100. It is a smaller one. So just FYI, that's what we are using. Someone did ask earlier, do you not mirror? That is a great question because heat transfer vinyl, we have to mirror if we're using heat transfer vinyl, right? This is a heat transfer vinyl, so why don't we mirror? The reason we don't mirror is because it's going to print on this front side, and I'm going to pull this. It's going to print on this side, and this is the side that we lay down, so go overhead, Sadie. This is the side it prints on. This is how we lay it down. That's how my brain works. If I lay it down like this, I don't mirror. If it cuts on this side and I have to turn it over, I mirror. We don't turn this one over, so we don't mirror. And that's why we need the masking tape.
Yep.
So we're going to place this in our printer. Going to continue. Do you need a special ink, Brianna? No.
Such a great question. Such a great question.
Inkjet, just an inkjet printer.
Inkjet.
Regular.
Do not accidentally print this in your sublimation printer.
Nope. So we're going to send this to printer. For this one, this is a great instance where we are using bleed because we want to give our Cricut enough wiggle room that we have no white on the outside. So we're turning on bleed and we're using our system dialog, okay? I always use my system dialog. That way I can get the best print quality possible, okay? So once you, for this one, we're, like I said, we're adding bleed, we're using our system dialog, and we're going to hit print. Tammy said, which side should you print on, the white or the light gray? We're printing on the white. The light gray is our, what they call the backer, okay? So if you have, if you're, a lot of times our print dialog comes up behind that. So we just kind of pull design space down and it's there. Now, I'm feeding this from rear tray, so I need to put feed from rear tray, media type. Now, I'm gonna let you guys know, this is not photo paper, but I'm turning it to, I'm turning the media type to photo. Why do I do this? Is because I get a better color payout when I change it to photo. One thing I need to be clear on, if you change your media type to photo every single time, you're gonna use more ink. That's just how it is because the saturation of the colors are a lot more when you change your media type to photo. Last thing you wanna do is change your quality from normal to best. And that's it. We're gonna print.
Look at how fast that technology is.
Look at that.
Instantly.
Look at that.
Instant. Woohoo.
I know. So,
awesome. Yes, make sure the Cricut's calibrated if you have been having issues. A lot of people have been dogging Cricut's print and cut capability. I personally have been using it fairly often, and our Cricut hasn't been too terribly bad, but let us know in the comments how yours has been going. Do you need me to grab you a mat?
I need a mat.
Yeah, I'll grab you one.
I mean, there's one right here that's a strong grip,
Lauren,
and I don't need a strong grip.
I'd just be honored to grab Lauren's mat today.
Thank you so much.
You know.
Thank you so much.
I'm just here to serve today. What can I say?
Okay, Amy says, I never use bleed. You know what, Amy? A lot of times we don't use bleed either. However, if there is an instance where I want to make sure that there is no white at all on the edge, and I'm like, I don't know how long it's been since I've calibrated, I'm gonna turn bleed on just to be on the safe side.
Now listen, when you are not using your bleed section, you are just risking it. All right, y'all? Bleed is not gonna cost you anything. It's gonna save you. The only time you need bleed is when you should have after you should have turned it on.
Now, I will say this. If I'm making stickers or something and I have like a white offset around my stickers and I'm printing it on white sticker paper, I normally don't I just turn it off.
Yeah.
Just because but even if I left it on, there would not be a bleed because we have a white layer. That's gonna be what's on the edge. Okay, so now that that's printed, we are going to place this down on dang it, our brayer's out there too. And that's not, I might need a strong grip mat because that ain't sticking at all. It's right here though.
I looked quite around for you a stronger one. That's why I brought you two.
Okay, well, you know what?
Strong mat it is.
Strong grip mat, I just had you go out there for nothing.
No worries. I ordered a bunch of mats during...
They're in the closet.
Oh, they're in the closet. I was like, I knew I ordered them.
They're in the closet. We just kind of keep them in there.
Hidden.
Yep.
Makes us use what we got.
So the reason I changed to a strong grip mat is because, and you know what I realized? I didn't go over materials before I started.
We're so far in. What are you talking about?
I know. Okay. So the reason I'm using a strong grip mat is because this light grip mat, I don't know if it's like the backer of this, it just was not sticking. So I put this on a strong grip mat. Going back to Design Space. I'm just use everyday iron-on for this. And then we are I'm gonna move my Celsius out of the way. And we're going to send this through our Cricut.
Love it. Okay, while we're gonna be cutting this, if you have questions about membership, I know we have a lot of people here. First of all, we're giving away a Cricut Maker 3 at the end of the show, so be sure to stick around. Number 2, if you are on the fence about membership, let me know. If you're an existing member and you want one of these spots of the Craft Hack Handbook, you need to add a program to get it for free, or you can go to makersgonnalearn.com/hacks and you can actually grab this for 50% off if you just want the book and the course. Because this course is 170 trainings on all of our best hacks. This book is there's 173 hacks in there, and you get it for free when you sign up for membership before tonight at midnight, all right? We had limited spots, we've extended it just for tonight until midnight. Don't walk, run over, and as you guys join, let us know, okay? Any questions, pop them in the chat. Now is your time.
Speaking of print and cut, I use glossy paper and it never cuts the glossy. What did I do wrong?
Ooh.
Deborah, you did nothing wrong. Check your lights, number one, because a lot of times it seems like lights will distort our registration marks, especially on shiny paper. First thing I want you to try is some Scotch tape over top of those registration marks. It will dull it down enough, but still be able to see through it, so your Cricut's gonna register. If for some reason that doesn't work and you see a white crayon laying around somewhere, take that white crayon and rub over, and then that should help the shininess so that your sensor on your Cricut can pick that up, okay? So now we're going to send our next layer to the printer, system dialog. Once again, we're doing the same thing we just did. Where did it go?
Y'all, we have our bougie heat press. Everyone asks questions about this. This is the clamshell. it is worth the splurge, but here's the dealio. We can never find them in stock anymore. Someone linked it to like not a creepy website, but like a website I'd never heard of. I only would order from
What? Who linked what?
Someone just shared. It was like, hey, like, could I get it from this website? And like that website I just had never heard of. So
okay.
Just be careful.
Oh, one other thing that I did, I turned my heat press on. Caesar DTV has a 311 degrees. Why the 1 degree? Why not make it 310? I don't know. But it says 311, so I popped this bad boy onto 311 because we are going to tack down our DTV first, okay? Now, when I say tack down, it's because I want to have enough heat that it stays down, but I don't want to do the full thing because we're also gonna add a layer of puff, so it's gonna get another press. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay, so.
Tiffany asked, can I spread the yearly payment into 2 payments? No, so it's a one-time investment or 1 yearly payment. That's how you get the $75 off and you get the Craft Hack Handbook mailed to you. You will just want to go ahead and make that one-time payment. Use that coupon code before tonight at midnight, okay?
Y'all, are you seeing how this just weeds?
Does that not weed beautiful? Or
oh,
wow.
It literally makes me so happy every time I do it with my hand.
So fun.
I love it. I love it.
Yay.
Okay, so now that our other letters have come out, we're going to lay this down on here. Somebody said yesterday, do you all never use a brayer? Oh, up.
What'd you just do? What'd you just do?
I just want to show you guys what I just did, and
come back to us.
Gotta make sure you don't do this.
Uh-oh.
Look what I just did. Go back over to share screen.
On herself.
Look at our stuff. Do not do what I just did. I caught myself, thank goodness. Make sure your letters are facing the way that they should.
Oh.
I had them upside down on the mat.
That would have
been a big mistake.
That would not have been fun.
A big mistake. Okay. Oh, that's crooked. As a dog's hind leg. Okay. There we go. Oh, speaking of, going back to the brayer, somebody said yesterday, do you all never use a brayer? I was like, yeah, we do. It's just in our craft room and we're too lazy to go out and get it right now. So we've got this on. Coming back over here to our machine, we're gonna load this in. And everyday iron-on, default pressure, it's going to, what's the word?
I don't know.
The registration marks.
Yes,
it's going to register the registration mark.
Now, what would have happened here, two things could have happened. One, Cricut could have registered the registration marks and cut it, and it would have been backwards.
Yep.
Or it would have said they couldn't have found the registration marks.
Yep.
We don't know how smart Cricut would have been. Luckily, we caught it. Praise the Lord.
Yes. So what I'm doing while that's cutting, I'm gonna get my heat transfer tape, and I'm just gonna cut some of this off and get it ready. And I'm gonna cut a big enough sheet that I can get all 3 of these letters on one thing, so I lay them all down together.
Love it. So this is a good example that Cricut doesn't know what it doesn't know.
Yes.
And you have to tell it. So you have to lay it down the exact way Cricut is expecting you to lay it down, because it doesn't know that you put it upside down, right?
Yep.
So there are some machines out there that have cameras and not like the scanners like Cricut does, but I really don't think that would change that much for this type of print and cut.
Jen says she's never heard the phrase Cricut as a dog's hind leg.
Did you just say it?
Yeah, I said it earlier.
My dog's front legs are crooked.
No,
oh, sorry, I'm reading dead. Cricket as a dog's hind leg.
Cricket as a dog. I grew up on that.
I don't think I've ever heard it either. And
I know that I'm country. I know
me
that
and Lauren come from the same
but
neck of the woods,
my family also loves euphemisms. Like, we would have a euphemism for everything.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Once again, let's just go overhead and look at how beautiful this. Let's just watch it.
Lauren,
one more time.
if I only have an easy press, say a 9x9 easy press, I can still do puff vinyl, yeah? Would that be harder? You can make it work.
As long as your design fits within the 9x9 plate.
Yes. Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Your design has to fit within that plate for it to work.
Perfect,
okay?
Perfect.
So we did the outside of that. One thing that I'm gonna do, and this is for all of our friends that is going to do this on 8.5 by 11, here's what I suggest. I suggest you cut these two apart, just like this, okay? And here, let's go ahead and start the process of cutting our puff vinyl so that it's cutting while we're doing this other stuff and we don't have to wait any more time. We don't have to waste any more time. So I'm laying this down. Yes, I'm using my hand. And honestly, guys, I don't trust. I do not trust. This is curling up. Don't trust it.
You gotta go with your heart, Lauren.
And my heart is telling me to tape down.
Listen.
My heart, even on a brand new Mac, my heart is telling me to tape.
Take note.
If your heart tells you to tape. Even if you have trust issues, honey, tape it down.
I love
because
it.
puff vinyl has a carrier sheet that is like, I don't know, it's hard to get it to stick to mats sometimes. Yeah. So if you have trust issues, tape it out.
So good.
So I'm taping my edges so it doesn't go anywhere. Let's go to Design Space. One thing I do have to do, I do need to edit this. You must turn on your mirror.
Yep.
Okay? You must turn on your mirror for your puff vinyl. Now, done. Once again, everyday iron-on for puff vinyl. Mary asked, do you mirror puff? Absolutely.
So good.
We're gonna go ahead and put this bad boy through here. And while that's cutting, let's go back overhead. We are going to place our letters where we need them. Now, you may even have to cut even more of that backer off so you can get the letters as close as you want them, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Like that. And I'm gonna cut more off of this G. And this is just so I can get them all at one time on that transfer tape. Now, and I don't have to place them individually.
Mary asked, do you mirror the puff vinyl?
Yes.
Yes.
I just did.
Yes.
So.
Oh, Elizabeth says it was me, Tanner. I found the company from the store links on the StarCraft website where 143 is also linked. It says clamshell will be here Monday. Yay, go Elizabeth. Okay, you'll have to keep me posted. Can't wait for you to get it.
Love it.
You're gonna love the clamshell. I tell you all the time, the clamshell is such a splurge. It is so much fun. It's my favorite investment I've made into crafting, and even though we do it full time, it feels like a splurge. But we bought it, here's my justification, as we were building our sublimation course. Like, I did not feel comfortable buying it. We paid for it with our own funds. Listen, 143 Vinyl ain't sending nobody this because it's always sold out.
Okay, do you all see what I did there?
Uh-huh.
Do y'all see this? Now I've got my heat transfer tape.
Yeah.
Taco method, I'm starting from the middle because this stuff has some static to it.
Yes.
So be careful.
Yes.
Shoot.
Beautiful.
Don't think about it, just do it.
So smart.
Don't think, just do.
And
now,
it looks, guys, can we just talk about, Lauren talked about this earlier. This material we are using here, little more expensive than printable vinyl, but we love it. It's some of the best, I repeat, best quality you'll ever get. And I'm obsessed with it, okay? I'm obsessed with it.
Okay, so I'm just, once again, I'm using my finger. Y'all should probably use a, look, I should be doing this.
Right.
I should be a professional and I should be doing this, okay? Now we're just going to take this up off the backer.
Guys, I will let you know that this heat press is like industrial. Like, I feel like if we needed to run a sweatshop, we could do it with the clamshell. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's very industrial. We have its own cart. It's very heavy. Some people in the office probably don't even ever want to pick it up. Me and Lauren are like some of the only people.
We're the only ones that can pick it up, I think.
I wasn't going to say that, but like Courtney, you won't catch Courtney trying to pick up the clamshell.
No. So I'm just taking the backer off of our printable DTV. Okay. Taking this up. Somebody did ask, is this the same material we used for Make-a-thon? Yes, it is.
Yep.
So what I'm gonna do now, I've got my design here. I'm bringing my sweatshirt over to my heat press. We have a piece of butcher's paper on here. Guys, y'all don't have to have that. Now, I am gonna put it over top of this garment just because we do sublimate with this heat press. And if you guys know what sublimation is and you've been around here, then you know that sometimes the ink will get on the top of the plate and will transfer to other garments. And we don't want that. So this is not necessary if you don't use sublimation, if you don't sublimate with your heat press.
Yeah.
This is just for me and my peace of mind to make sure there's nothing on this press that's going to go on my garment.
But if your crafter's like us, multi-faceted, passionate crafters, you definitely will want to do that.
I'm just giving this a quick press because what a quick press does is, first of all, it irons out any wrinkles, but it's also going to absorb the moisture, okay? So all of that moisture is now out of that garment and will allow our design to stick so much better. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm laying down my monogram, and if you want to, you can grab a, we're just eyeballing it. You can grab a t-shirt ruler.
I wouldn't try to be doing that close to that.
We're eyeballing.
Really hot heat plate.
We're eyeballing. Remember, 311, and we're gonna do this for about 10 seconds.
Yes.
Because we're doing another press with our puff, okay?
Now, this heat press is an investment. You do not have to buy this one. You could buy a heat press similar to this for probably like 200-ish range. This one, I wanna say, I mean, it hurt my heart, y'all. It was I wanna say $450. Yeah, I wanna say $450. I don't think it was $3.99. I think it was $4.50. I think. You'll have to check. So anyway.
Somebody says if I go to the link, it says printable vinyl sticker paper. Is that right? No, it is not printable vinyl sticker paper. It is printable HTV.
Yes, be sure you're on the right supply list and we'll double check that for you.
Look how beautiful.
That was so fast. So fast.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
I love it. Okay, so now we have this. We're gonna bring this over here and we're gonna start weeding this and then we're gonna add our puff. Before we add our puff.
Yeah.
This temperature has to come down. Now, one thing about puff, and this is why I feel like, this is where I feel a lot of people has issues with puff. So, oh no. Puff is actually pressed at a pretty low temperature for a very short amount of time, okay? One thing is if you have tried puff before and you are not getting the correct results, I highly suggest going to Amazon, going to Walmart, going somewhere and getting you a digital point and click laser thermometer. Because although we spent a pretty penny on this heat press, there's a chance if I was having issues with this and my puff wasn't coming out right, it would probably be because this heat plate, there's an element in there that is either one, getting too hot, or two, not getting hot enough. Puff is very finicky and it has to be at the perfect temperature, and each brand has its own temperature.
If anyone remembers, I did a live stream when Puff first hit the scene. It was my first live stream from my home studio at my gorgeous new property with my amazing new home studio where I could craft whenever I wanted, and I still can. But it was the worst experience of my life. If that was your first time using Puff 2, I stand with you. All right? You will never be able to find that live stream. I have permanently removed it from the internet. And I'm never showing it to you. But I promise you, your puff did not turn out any worse than mine. So there's that. I stand with you.
You stand with, you still don't like puff.
I don't.
Well, me and Alicia are obsessed.
And I honor you and I support you. I respect you. I love it.
But
love
that
it,
means that, but still, yeah, you can honor and support and love the projects,
Yeah.
but you're still never going to do puff on a live stream.
Maybe.
And we know that.
Maybe. And until I do it, that probably will stand true. Now, someone asked if we've tried the Vevor heat press. Y'all, I made this amazing video about Vevor, and then
Oh, yeah. Oh,
and
yeah,
then
we have.
And then as we were making it, it was a train wreck.
It
stopped working.
Uh-huh.
The Vevor just stopped. So I would not purchase a Vevor. If yours works, know that you're one of the lucky few. Because our Vevor stopped in the middle of filming.
Because it was right after the Cricut came out with their auto press,
Yes.
and Vevor had an auto press for like $200.
Yeah, so we were like, why not? And again, y'all, I will not, I talk about how, it hurt my heart when I had to, when I chose to pay the investment on the, the clamshell right here. I promise y'all, we have not and will not be purchasing that auto press, okay? Like the Cricut auto press, no. No
Okay.
justification.
Now, this is another thing that you all are gonna have to do. Because we manually placed our letters, we need to cut this apart as well and manually place them, okay?
Gotcha.
And that's just because, now if I did this on the 11 by 16 DTV, I would not have to do this, but because we did a workaround for you all, for everyone wanting to do the, because like I said, the 8.5 by 11 is just more accessible.
Right.
That's why we're gonna have to cut this apart. And honestly, I like doing this anyway, so I can get a really good placement of my stuff. And I feel like, you know what? I may have placed them a little too close together. Or did it shrink? Give me just a second. It's like not wanting to line up perfectly, but we'll get it in just a minute.
Yes.
This is one thing you do have to be kind of like mindful of, is that there is a chance that your puff will shrink.
Yeah.
But no fear. Oh geez, I did put them too close together.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Uh-oh. Is this Lauren's last time using puff? No, I'm kidding.
Nope.
Just messing.
Nope. We're gonna do a workaround though.
Ooh, love a good workaround.
Y'all are gonna see me really crafting.
The group's really ready for a workaround, y'all.
Okay, I'm gonna do a workaround, but I'm gonna place this one down here in just a second.
Here in a moment, you're going to have to update the group on the sitch.
Okay.
Everyone stand. I'm having to go to full screen to take a look at what's going on overhead.
Okay. Do y'all see what I've done?
Is
You
there
see
some
how these are overlapping?
Yeah. What happened?
I placed my letters too close together. So, no big deal. Not a big deal.
Okay.
Not a big deal. What we're gonna do, if this happens to you, it's fine. It's fine. We're gonna work around it. And what I'm probably gonna do, I'm just gonna cut the edge of this G off because the M touches the G. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So what I'm gonna do is I am going to place this here like this. Beautiful. Now, you do have to press it all together, okay? Now what I'm gonna do, and what I want you guys to know and understand, all I have to do, I'm gonna cut off this overlap right here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just going to, right there, like that. And I'm just gonna cut this bad boy off, like this. Now, before I cut the other side, I'm gonna line it back up. and make sure I cut it in the right spot. Look. Y'all see that? Now, I am going to grab, where's our heat tape? It should be on our cart.
Is it in the drawer?
Maybe. No. No, there's some right here. I'll just use this. We'll just cut it off ourselves. How's that?
Yeah.
So I am gonna tack this down with some heat tape. Okay. That's really small heat tape. That's like tiny. Tiny. Here's some thicker stuff. Okay. Give me just a second. And this, honestly, in my opinion, this is what crafting is about, is figuring out a solution when you run into a problem.
Yep. Now, let me know how many of us are here that do not have a Cricut machine. If you do not own a Cricut, but you're here, let me know in the comments. I wanna see if there's anyone here doing that, because sometimes I know what it's like to be considering a hobby. Like my latest one has been sourdough. So if you are here and you don't have a Cricut yet, will you just let me know in the comments down below? Love it, love it, love it. So just let me know. If you are here and you're like, Tanner, this is perfect. I love your all's teaching. I love this environment. I love this community. Y'all, it is time to invest in yourself. It is time to say yes to crafting with us for a year. Use that coupon code 75OFF at checkout so we can send you the craft hack book. We can give you our best deal on our year membership. There's no lower price. There's no secret offer. This is it. So if you don't have a machine yet, you may want to say yes to membership today and then get a machine second. Because once you know how to use it, you'll be able to master it a lot faster. There's people that said, mine came today, no machine yet. I don't have a Cricut. I do not have one. Yes, I love it, love it, love it. So good. Such a great group. I love seeing the diversity. Want to learn how? Wendy, you'll love it when you get it. I just want to encourage you guys. Here's what I would do if I didn't have a Cricut. I've been on the Facebook Marketplace a lot. We're considering a new boat this year. And I want to invite you to head to the marketplace, the Facebook Marketplace.
Amen.
You could get a Cricut and a year membership to Maker's Gonna Learn for the price of a new machine. You could buy your year membership and buy a used machine and let our team teach you exactly how to use it.
There are so many people selling
So many
them.
people are selling it because a lot of people got theirs during COVID and now they're busy. They're just wanting their space of their house back, and their loss is your treasure. All right, I'm doing the same thing with my boat. I'm trying to find somebody who is ready to part ways with their wake boat, and their loss will be my reward. I'm currently in negotiations with someone over a boat, and we've currently ended on a standoff.
Oh.
I'm not really, it's a friend of a friend, so I'm being very respectful. But I've left him on red. And I'm hoping, I'm just putting it out there, that he will come back and we can meet right where I wanted to, halfway.
In the middle.
We want to meet in the middle. I'm not trying to take him to the cleaners, but his boat has, Lauren, his boat has almost 400 hours on it.
Oh.
But it's like brand new.
Oh.
But it's old. Dirt. So anyway, I think we can meet in the middle. So anyway, also, I don't know if you have marketplace etiquette. If you are new or scared of marketplace, I just want to let you guys know that Courtney and I love a deal. It's actually really funny, the things that Courtney sent me. This is so funny. Courtney sent me to a part of town that was very interesting. Someone's home that may or may not have, anyway.
Neither here nor there.
Yeah. Back to the story. It was just very sketchy or interesting. I'm gonna say interesting to pick up a $40 baby wrap. And I was like, if some people knew the things that me and Courtney do for a deal, it's actually really funny. Me and Courtney really adore a deal.
Truly.
So we do the marketplace all the time. And me and Courtney will always talk about what we should negotiate. I just want to let you guys know everything on marketplace is negotiable. Sometimes people list things for the same price they bought it, which I think is hilarious. Please pitch them, negotiate down, things like that. So anyway, have fun on the marketplace. I think the marketplace is so fun. We love it.
Okay, are y'all seeing what I'm doing?
Yeah. Sorry. Is there anything you're just taping it all down?
And I was cutting it off. I did cut off the overlay because I got my letters too close. Don't make my mistake, and don't put your letters too close if you use 8.5 by 11.
Love it.
I'll just be real honest with you guys. We did use the bigger one last time, so that's why it was like I didn't have this issue, or I would have known to have planned for this issue ahead of time. So that's why I'm just trying to take care of you guys. That's what's messed me up.
Yeah.
So we're just taping her down.
Yeah, me and Courtney love being frugal. I think Courtney's frugality is actually hilarious. The way I describe it is she's returned a jar of mayonnaise before because she went to the grocery store, she saw that she had some mayonnaise, and she took it back. Well, that's the level my wife is at. I think she's grew a lot since then, but she still loves being frugal. Anyway.
Frugal is, I love it.
And Lauren also is frugal.
I am.
think in a lot of similar and also different ways. Lauren does not like to waste anything. Which is, I will say I'm guilty of waste.
Yes. I don't think I grew up in a mindset like if we had a jar of mayonnaise, like I'm not gonna take it back. Like it's just gonna sit in the house. But I grew up with a mindset, if my mom said this phrase, once she said it 1,000,000 times, waste not, want not. So that is what I live by. Sandy asked, does HTV shrink? Yes, HTV can shrink. That's why we tried to get the moisture out of the garment before.
Yep.
Now, someone said, if you did not cut the overlap off, what would happen? What would have happened is the overlap would have pressed onto the transfer sheet of the other, and it would have just not been good. So anyway, we've cut off the overlap. We've taped it all together. Work around, guys, because we're crafters. And we solve for issues like this.
Yes.
So we are pressing at 280. Once again, this is Caesar puff. You need to press at the right temperature for the right time. Too much heat is going to burn it. Too little heat, it's not gonna puff up as much. I just realized it's 313. Holy crap. 280, 10 seconds. Let's go.
Love it. So fun. I love seeing everyone talk about this. I will say, you have to use your intuition. Remember how Lauren was like taping down the mat? That's the same way you gotta be on the Facebook Marketplace, y'all. You gotta use your intuition. You have to know when it's a scam, and you have to do some, oh, you did it! Yay! Love it.
I love when this happens.
Love it. So good.
Okay.
So good.
Look how pretty.
Woo-hoo. Woohoo! Also, whoever doesn't have a Cricut, I totally forgot. We're giving away a Cricut Maker 3 today. So, super fun. Super, super fun.
And there you go.
No way.
Look how cute.
Ooh! Ooh! Yay!
That's so pretty.
So fun. So
So, if you wanted to do this and you don't want to do puff, the same process, you're just gonna use regular HTV.
Yep. Lorraine says, I'm using Bella Canvas for a big order and they are so full of moisture. Anyone else have this happen? Lorraine, personally, I think it's the time of year. Like your season, like I think it's less about the fabric and more about the time of year. Thoughts?
I agree. I think it is the time of year. I think there's just a lot of moisture in the air right now.
Yeah.
I do, and I think that's why I truly think that my printable layer shrank.
Totally.
It did. So if I were to go back, I would probably press the garment a little longer than 10 seconds to get more of that moisture out.
Yeah. So it's just something to be vigilant about, to be aware of, to learn, to go through. Y'all, what questions do we have on the project? Let us know. All right. I just want to recap a couple of things while we wait for questions to come in. I want to let you guys know. We do have, if there's anyone that's like interested in having their business, taking their business serious this year, I do have a few beta spots. I know there was a few questions. I missed them. If you want to ask them again, we can. Sadie, will you drop the link again? There is like a mini application, and then you'll pick a time on the calendar to connect with Katie or Calvin on my team. They are so excited. Y'all, They are some of the best of people.
Yeah.
You will love them. They're precious, and they'll help make sure you see your dreams, see your goals, and see if working together would be a right fit in our beta program called Less Hustle, More Profit, where we take your hobby or your expertise or your knowledge and turn it into your very own program. Yay, so exciting. I wanted to address that for anyone. I totally missed a ton of those questions, so feel free to ask again. The second thing is, y'all, it is time. I mean, there's very limited spots. Like, we may have had to order some more because so many people have said yes to membership, but we've extended the offer just for tonight. If you don't have a Cricut, I can say this like with the utmost confidence, buying a membership today will be the best thing that you do for your cricketing. And you may say, Tanner, why would I buy a membership without having a machine? Well, I, back in 2010, which if you all didn't know that, that was the first time I got a Cricut, 2010, been around the block just for a little while. I went deep, very similar to what you're probably doing right now.
Yes.
Before you had a Cricut, like I did the same thing, y'all. That's why I can say, if you take our 30-day challenge right now, when you say yes to membership, you get it for free, 30 videos, 30 days. People do that challenge in like 4 days, 5 days, 2 weeks, whatever. Self-paced, top performed curriculum. You know, we've really refined it. We've refilmed that curriculum like 3 or 4 times. Like, it's been perfected.
We constantly update.
Yeah.
So like when Design Space updates, we're gonna update our curriculum.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I can say, like, if you don't have a Cricut right now, it's perfect. All right, so that's the complete newbie. I truly believe you're at the perfect place. Now let's go the other side. If you are an advanced level crafter and you just love hanging out with us, you know we're top Cricut experts, but you feel like you're frugal, right? Like, you know what I mean? Let's talk to those people. You're like, oh, memberships, you know, why would I have a membership?
That would be me.
Yeah, y'all.
Would have been me before I started.
Totally. What I want to say to you, the frugal hobbyist as well, I want to tell you that once you get into this membership, you will have access to almost 20,000 designs, over 1,000 plus fonts, tons of resources, tons of training that you would have to pay all individually. It would be upwards of $1,000+, if not multiple thousands, right? If we start counting the math on just the files, that could justify it, but really it's none of that, right? It's really none of that is why I want to invite you to join. It is the community that is right here that you will be a part of that is honestly priceless. All you have to do is say yes, join the Facebook group. It'll become your newest, happiest place and corner of the internet, and it would be an honor to host you for an entire year. This is $75 off. You're getting a mailed to you book.
Yep.
You're getting a bonus course. Someone asked, like, will there be a digital version?
There is.
You will get it. If you say yes right now, you will get a digital version. You will also get a ship to you copy, international as well, yes?
Yes.
As well, and the course portal with 174 videos, all right? If you are not an active yearly member, buy the membership. If you already have a membership, you just need to buy something for $97 or above before tonight at midnight. So add Maker University, add Maker's gonna sublimate, buy this individually for $97, whatever you want, you're more than welcome to add that, okay? What questions do we have? Let's go ahead and check this out. Love it, love it, love it. What model Cricut do you suggest for your first machine? Phyllis, we love around here a legacy Cricut Maker.
I'm a big
The first version Cricut Maker.
I'm a big time Legacy Maker fan. I'm not saying I don't like a Maker 3. I've just had more issues out of a Maker 3 than I ever have out of an original
What
Maker.
I also want to say to that topic is we don't use any of the features that the Cricut Maker 3 has.
Which is using
like
smart
matless,
vinyl.
Yeah, matless cutting through
Yeah.
smart vinyl. Matless cutting is hugely expensive and there's a lot of waste involved. So we just don't benefit through those features, and the 10 times or whatever time faster cutting isn't available unless you have the smart material.
Yeah.
But I don't think we need to cut any faster. It's like I don't
It would
think
make
we
me
need,
nervous.
I don't think we need larger machines personally, okay? So that is that. Wendy says, just joined. Yay, Wendy, welcome, welcome, welcome. Robin says, why is sublimation stuff so expensive? I would love your take on that. I don't know if it's very relative. I will say it's more, this is my thought, and then I'll let you take away.
Okay.
I think it's more upfront cost, and then it gets a lot more affordable. Like after you bear the burden of your initial cost, it gets super cheap. Cricut is the opposite. It is easier to say yes to a Cricut, but if anything, your costs kind of stay high or increase because there's more to add. Sublimation is opposite. You bear the burden of the printer and the press all at once, and the few supplies, and then everything else gets cheaper.
Yeah.
In my opinion. What's your thought?
Those are my thoughts as well. It's one of those things, it's like sticker shock to see the price of some of these printers and the press. Like you're like, oh my gosh, like I can't afford all of this at one time.
Yeah.
But you're really buying two major things.
Yep.
Your printer and your press. Because if you're truly gonna jump into sublimation, you're gonna need a press.
Yeah.
It can be done with a handheld easy press. Do I recommend it? Absolutely not.
Right.
However, think of, we have an EcoTank, Epson EcoTank sublimation printer out there that we have had for going on 2 years now. Would you like to know how many times I've put ink in that thing? One time when we first got it.
Yeah.
I have not put ink in it again. Now, we don't use it every single day.
Sure.
We still use it quite a bit.
Sure.
I know for a fact that I have printed at least 600 just on 2 things that I did personally.
Yeah.
Not anything for work. 600 pages that I did for something personally, and I still haven't had to put ink in
That's
it.
really weird, actually. It's just a very, it's a weird, like, I don't know, sublimation is my personal favorite. I say this very openly.
Courtney did too, for her mugs.
That's true. I forgot about the mugs. That's weird.
And there's still, at least the tanks are at least halfway full.
That's really weird.
But it still prints fine.
What I'll say about sublimation is, I love it. If I was starting at zero today, I would probably start with sublimation. It's so fascinating to me. I find it so cool. I love it. That's just personal opinion. Number 2 is, do you like sublimation or DTF better? I like sublimation better. I think DTF is a whole other world.
You can do DTF with a sublimation printer.
It's a whole other world,
We're not going to talk about that right now. We're not going to get people confused.
We'll save that for another boot camp. That'll be fun.
Check out our, look on our page. Around. We have stuff on there.
Yeah, check out the YouTube channel. Search around, you'll find us. Cricut Maker 3 is good, not necessary. Exactly.
Somebody said, so I did read that comment. So is the Cricut Maker 3 not good? No, the Cricut Maker 3 is great. Yeah. We love the Cricut Maker 3. It's just, if I was going out, I'll actually say it was last Christmas. My mom thought that she wanted a Cricut. We're working on her. She's gotten into other stuff. She found drawing.
She's painting.
She's obsessed with it. So
we stand for Jill
because
painting.
I can use it at the house. So I'm not fussing. It just is what it is. She thought she wanted a Cricut.
Yeah.
The Cricut Legacy Cricut Maker is what I bought her strictly because I was buying it with my money.
Yep.
I knew that I was going to save $150.
Yeah. And you have material to buy.
And I have material, and we never use a smart material. Now, if you want to use smart material and you want to cut something longer than 24 inches, go with the Cricut Maker 3. We still stand for the Cricut Maker 3.
We love it.
It's still an amazing machine.
Yep.
It's just, if you're using your own money and buying it yourself, you can save some money and get a legacy machine.
And that's what, saving the $150 is almost not the full cost of your membership today.
Very close.
Very, very close. So if you are on the fence about membership, I just want to see, there's a lot of people here. Is there anyone on the fence about membership? While we, just wait to see if there's anybody that has any more membership questions, I just want to thank you guys so much for spending all week with us here at Boot Camp. This has been so much fun. We love, love, love doing this. If you're not a member, I highly recommend you say yes to just the cut files. So be sure to enroll for those. And it is super, super, super fun. Yes, the Smart Vinyl gets so expensive. You can get the heat transfer tape from 143. Love that. Love it, love it, love it. So fun.
We also had somebody asked, does the other machines cut wood veneer? So the only 2 machines that cut wood veneer is going to be your Maker or your Maker 3.
Yep.
Those are the only 2 that are set up for thicker materials and the adaptive tools.
Yeah.
So you would have to use like your knife blade for that.
Right.
Now, if you get the veneer thin enough, like ultra thin, you can use a deep point blade, but you're gonna have to have the adaptive tools, which is only available for the Maker and Maker 3.
Yeah.
Like even the big old honking Big Daddy out there can't.
Yeah, crazy.
What's he called?
The Venture.
I couldn't think of what. Neil Armstrong is what his name is.
Yeah.
We call him Neil because he sounds like he's taking off every time.
It's so funny. Sherry says, I'm on the fence, I'm frugal. So Sherry, I want to let you know, like, one thing about us is we're also frugal. So being in our ecosystem, we're not going to tell you to always go out and spend a ton of money on all the name brands. Like, I just want to let you know, like, you're around people that are looking out for your best interest, which I think is very valuable, number one. Number two is we work only for our members. We're not owned by a brand or anything like that.
We're not loyal to anybody but you guys.
Right. So that's why I say that when it comes to, you need to be listening in a community of people that's like-minded.
That sounded really bad, actually.
Very like-minded. But we just work for you guys.
I mean, we're loyal people.
We're loyal to what's going to be in our best interest.
And your best interest.
And your best interest. So that's one thing I wanted to share also. But if you love the community, I just want to also let you know you can be frugal and treat yourself. You can be frugal and invest in yourself, right?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people that stay in this frugal mindset think, oh, I never can invest in myself because I'm frugal, right? What if you were someone who was frugal, but also values your education and values, investing in yourself? So that's just something I want you to consider. This, if you are frugal, that's why I'm hitting it home and making space for this today. This deal will not come back around. And what's going to happen is if you don't say yes today, you're going to come back and see all of our amazing content next week, next month, yada, yada, yada. You're going to be like, dang, I really should have took that deal, right? Like missing out is the worst. That's why I'm making sure we cover it and help you decide. I think indecision's a very terrible place to be. It's either a yes or a no, right?
Yeah.
You're saving $75. That's huge. You will not see that discount back here, at least until Black Friday.
Nope.
So be mindful about that when making that decision, okay?
And listen, I said it yesterday and I'll say it again. I'm the world's worst for thinking, they're going to extend it. It's going to be there. Like, it's going to be fine. Like, they'll have another sale. I'll just wait.
There will be other promotions this year, but
not
this is the
good.
lowest price period.
But what I do is I hem-haw around and I don't do what I know I want to do.
I did that that happened to me with a children's clothing brand. It was so frustrating. I even had the stuff in my cart. I let it go. Oh, Tina, you're so sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all are just blessing us with these cash donations.
Also, just remember, we're fixing to give away a Cricut Maker 3, so don't go nowhere.
Somebody's getting a Cricut Maker 3.
Don't go nowhere.
Sharon, you can purchase a membership for your sister. Just purchase it, and then we can transfer it over. Just email customer care after you purchase, okay? That's so sweet. I love it. You do not have to be a member to win the giveaway today.
Nope.
We're about to give away.
Anyone here can win.
Okay.
Almost 2 hours.
Crazy. I do not have a membership. I tried to look at the website to see what you have and couldn't view anything. I'm new at this and think I did something wrong. So if you want to prowl the website, you can. Just go to makersgonnalearn.com. You can look at some cut files, some fonts, and then after you join, you'll actually be able to download them all.
Yeah.
It's so exciting. So yay.
And if you guys, for our new members, make sure you go to your dashboard and check out your resource library.
Resource library.
Literally my favorite place.
There's a Puff resource that you can use this project with. I have a whole site tour. Let me just be your tour guide after you join. It's on the dashboard. Shannon gave $10. Y'all need to stop. Y'all are so sweet. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Y'all are amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. We've loved getting to spend this week with you. So, do we have any? Use what you have, your motto. Yes, Denise, exactly. Use what you have, okay? We do not want you to feel pressured to have to constantly buy stuff and all the things like that. So, yay, I love it, love it, love it. Trying to see if there's any other questions. I think we're good right now. Yep, the resource library is awesome. Are we ready to give away a Cricut Maker 3?
I sure am.
Ooh, okay. Who here would like to win a Cricut Maker 3. While we're waiting in the anticipation, people love to know like how we pick giveaway winners. We have our producer behind us, amazing Sadie Lewis. She just came out with her hit single.
Yep.
So exciting. Y'all need to follow her on Instagram. It's Sadie Lewis. Check it out. I post it often. Anyway, she randomly picked someone, and we just randomly pick someone. And if you don't like how we randomly pick someone, you don't have to participate in the giveaways. Yeah. So some people always tell us, this is one of my favorite things, when people tell us how we should pick giveaway winners. It cracks me up.
I mean, there's no right or wrong way.
Like we just randomly pick them.
We could either put it all into a random generator, or our random generator is a little scroll thing on the mouse, and Sadie will scroll, and then when it stops and it lands on somebody's name, that's our random generator. That's our random winner.
That's it. So we are super, super excited. I believe, oh snap, the winner is in.
We've got it.
Are you ready for this, Lauren? Are you ready?
Yep.
Are you ready? The random winner is in. Drum roll, please. Ooh. Congratulations. Wait. They're about to win a Cricut Maker 3. We are about to mail you a Cricut Maker 3. Somebody live right now that you're listening to this is about to take home a Cricut Maker 3. Drum roll, please. Congratulations,
S. Rogers. Woo-hoo! It's just a letter S. Rogers. Okay. You are the winner.
You just won, S. Rogers. You just got to take home a Cricut Maker 3. Go ahead, email hi@makersgonnalearn.com with your best shipping address, okay? We are hooking you up with a Cricut Maker 3 today. We are super, super excited. Yay! Love it, love it, love it.
I'm waiting.
Yes, we love getting to see.
I always like to wait and see when people comment.
Yeah, we do.
And realize that they won.
Yeah, we love that.
It's our favorite.
We love it, love it, love it.
So,
yay, congratulations. I love how excited. If you all did not get so excited for the giveaway winner, I don't think I would do giveaways as much. But I love seeing when you don't win, but you're also just excited to celebrate with the winner. So exciting.
It is your all's outpouring of love and support for all of the giveaway winners that makes us just want to give away more.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it brings us excitement as well.
So fun.
Do they ever comment?
I don't think so. I didn't see it, but there's so many comments. So congratulations, S. Rogers. We're so excited. Just email us hi@makersgonnalearn.com with your shipping address, okay? So we're super, super fun. Super, super fun. We're excited. Now, you only have a couple hours. It's about to be 4 p.m. Eastern. Mm-hmm. The deal ends tonight at midnight. So you guys need to get in there and join your membership. Add any program to your membership so we can give you a Craft Hack handbook. It is super, super good, okay? This is so fun. We'd love to gift you our first published book.
I know. You might even get one that we...
Yeah, we're gonna be signing some. It's gonna be so fun. A lot of people have asked questions about our workshop this Sunday. It's all about designing, frustration-free designing. Buying a new die cutting machine is not the answer.
Nope.
So we're going to uncover what is and what you should be focused on and what you should be doing, and the opportunity to do it alongside with us. There is limited spots for what we're going to be unveiling there, so you don't want to walk, you want to run and be there live.
Yep.
8 p.m. Eastern. All right, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be epic.
Yep.
Love it, love
Just turn on your reminder on YouTube. You can actually go to our channel.
Right
as soon as we're done here, you can go, or just go, we're on our channel.
Yeah.
Go there, find the video. It should be an upcoming live. You can set the reminder so that it will send a push notification to your phone, and you will be reminded.
Yeah, Sunday is not a hands-on craft. It's a training. So it's like a training, workshop, masterclass, things like that. It'll be super, super, super awesome. So we're so excited. We'll be sending it out if you're on our email list as a reminder. So just check it out. If you're on the fence about joining, do not forget to use the code 75OFF at checkout so we can give you the best savings. And we're super, super pumped.
Y'all, it's been an amazing week.
Yeah, it's been so much fun.
It has been so much fun. We've made some amazing projects. We've learned so much.
Yeah.
I hope you guys have walked away from this week feeling accomplished, feeling ready to craft, feeling inspired, feeling like, you know what, I know more about my Cricut today than I did on Monday when we started.
Yep.
That is our goal.
Yep, exactly. And just for everyone questioning if S. Rogers is here, S. Rogers is here. That's how they won. So I just haven't seen her comment. So anyway, she's probably too busy emailing us.
Yep.
So much fun. Someone asked, can you do a training on markers? If you're a member, we have our 30 days to master your Cricut training on how to use the pins and like the relationship on that. So feel free to go watch that. We have a few trainings on the YouTube channel, but yeah, you'll just want to go ahead and prowl around either way. So it's so good. Kathy, we do not offer quarterly. We used to offer a 6-month tier, but it's monthly or yearly.
I think she's meaning the boot camp.
Oh, boot camp's quarterly. We do these like sporadic. We have them seasonal. We have like seasonal trainings.
We normally do like, of course we do one for March for National Craft Month.
Yeah.
We do one for Christmas, and we normally do a summer one.
Yeah. So we'll
probably have one in like August.
Some fun. Yeah, there'll be some fun ones. So yay, you'll definitely want to come back here as well. So 5 p.m. Pacific. Yes, exactly. It's 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain, and then 5 p.m. Pacific Sunday. So
and then
yay.
I can't even do the math for people who
Linda,
are international.
Yeah, I'm so excited that you're able to join. Yay, so good.
Yay.
Love it. Kim, you may be Central Time, and that's why it says 7 p.m., but it should be 8 p.m. Eastern. So good. We are so excited. Now, are there any last questions? If you have a question, drop it down below. If you need help enrolling in membership, email us hi@makersgonnalearn.com. And the giveaway winner from yesterday, somebody asked.
Started with a B.
Yes, let me tell you.
Earlier.
Love it. So good.
What was Brianna? Is that her name? Brianna Oaks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was
so
our giveaway
good.
from yesterday's.
Yep. Love it. So. Yay. Awesome. We are excited to hook you up. And if you have any questions, be sure to reach out to hi@makersgonnalearn.com. And we cannot wait to see you at the next training. Thanks so much.